Is it true you saved those priceless relics from the worm cult?
We don't do loans. We're not that kind of...
What a brave gesture.
What are our vaults made of? We don't do loans. We're not that kind of bank. What are our vaults made of? I'm not sure. We don't do loans.
May I be of...
I've got one.
Come, do your trading here.
Some clue.
Within the tree? How would one find them? The tree is so large.
They're easy to find. The trunk has 3 landings within it, and the middle landing, the one with the shrine, will have passageways to both guild halls. As you may have encountered, all throughout Valenwood live the Spinners.
Your efforts are a waste.
Changes nothing. There are many more where that came from.
Unnatural witch stories. Nothing but reach stories. Lots of fresh tracks.
Get some.
Don't mind the fright. Forget it.
Hey, how you doing? What's going on? What low level? Isn't it almost 50? It's not going very fast, is it?
On Father, I beseech you.
What about all the things that you need to get, like all the different skill lines? So you're gonna buy them at real life money to make it easy, or you gotta still do all that?
For 5 are the aspects of Lord Hersey.
The 5 are all. The 5 are one.
You do or you don't?
5 are true and death in the woods.
Right. You got all this work ahead of you. Have you been working on the major skill at all? Do you even need the major skill as a healer? What do you need? Psijic Order? Psijic Order you need? You know what I was thinking? There is fucking light attack weaving for healers, in a sense. Because they have that Psijic ability that turns a light attack into a heal. So that would be like light attack weaving on your friend, theoretically. It would actually make it... Well, yeah, I know what it does. But you can go light attack this one, light attack that one, light attack this one, and each light attack would heal the person, and you'd be targeting that person. If you were to do a light attack without that, you'd have to target an enemy, you see. So you could actually do a rotation on a friendly, rather than only do light attack rotations when you have an enemy to target. You see what I'm saying? If, in other words, if you really like the way DPS feels, and you want a healer to feel like a DPS, you can do that, and it'll simulate it, you know. Turn it on and off as needed, because sometimes you just need to do a heavy attack with a staff, but you can totally turn that shit on and off as needed. Healers never usually have mana problems, though, so. More mana, more problems, you know what I'm saying? No, that's not true. Sorry. Less problems, actually. Did you do your random day? Did you get the scroll? Do you have a scroll that you're gonna pop for that?
I lost
Or
a lot
have
of
one
money
on
betting
right now?
against you in that crucible fight. Feel bitter.
Okay. Yeah. I'll run you through your random if you want. I was only 2 bones away from making that pet. So I bought him. Gotta get him before the price goes up, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I didn't know this was tradable. Queenie is the name? That was the name of the other dog. They did a same name on 2 of my animals, those fucks. Not that I keep the name, but still. His name is going to be Prince Harry. Mm-hmm. It's not racist. Alright. Wait, they did maintenance this morning, didn't they? They sure did. Did you put a hexagon in chat? Well, you don't have to do that, I guess. You're busy. Why is this Khajiit staring at this fucking skull?
You can learn much of the rich folks' customs by plying them with drinks. Just know it is impolite to refuse to drink from a school. But enough of that. You are here for enchanting, yes?
You're not guards, or are you reachmen? Did you say you were ready? Let me see how this is. You're gonna heal me? For shit, sure. Oh, come on with that. Lack of confidence in yourself. You need to add to that. You have a ghost, right? A ghost healer? Alright, so. Did you know that when my health gets low, it'll automatically heal me without even trying? Then trust me, you shouldn't have a problem healing. It's going to be the easiest character you ever healed on. What it lacks is strong heals. Did you check the notification? You want a level, right? Pop to 150. Pop to 150, and right after this, I'll take you to Skyreach. Unless you let me die. Then I'll never talk to you again. The choice is yours. Ah, Narnia! Fought these enemies. Oh shit! Keep them heals going. You got it. All right, your heals aren't that strong. Switch bars from what? All right, I'm gonna put mine on too because it doesn't look so good. Well, yeah, absolutely. It all makes a difference when you're maxing. Hey, they won't let us do them because we're not over there. All right, I'll go with that. I should have put on the other fucking ultimate. I gotta find my other ultimate. The one that transforms me. I need the other giant monster. 2 Raccoon the werewolf. Has a ring to it, doesn't it? Bam! That's what I call DPS assist. Time over! Fuck you, keep knocking me down, you fucking asshole. I guess I could put on the final boss. Oh no, there is no taunt in the final boss, I forgot. Right, that's right.
Have we met? Yes. You're the one who caught that rat.
Well, no, well, you'll have help. They want to skip the boss, but they can't. They don't know that. Come with me. Can you actually skip the boss over here? In part 2? Or is it part 1 you can't skip it? You can or you can't? Alright, we'll just come back then. Here, go down here. Let's get rid of these guys. I want to be in perma combat. Where are all these fucking robots come from? That's a lot of robots. That's a big ass robot. Hey, JJ. Good morning for you. Oh, you never even have one in your house, or they're forced to use theirs?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's protocol. You know, they don't want you. They don't want you in your underwear and shit. Like, ma'am, I can reduce this bill, but you're gonna have to take a look at something first. If you tell anybody about this, the next bill's going to be $6,000. No, I'm just fucking.
Pay no attention. Heart boxers.
Be like, oh, I left my paperwork in the other room. Everything looks great from the top, from like the
Right.
waist up, and then you just get
That's
up and have
probably
no
what I'm
pants
gonna
on.
do. I'm gonna have a meeting, and it's just gonna be the
Just the
company
top
polo
half.
shirt. Just the top. I went to Amazon, and I bought this giant 5 foot by 7 foot giant like curtain that has a big bookshelf on it with all like fancy smart books and hang it behind me. So. Yes, this is my bookshelf with all my books. It's like did you see that the first dungeon in the new expansion is coming out in like a month?
No.
Yeah.
When is the 3600 champion point thing? That's actually during the release date, right? Like June?
Yeah, I think that's the actual expansion is gonna have the new dungeon.
The shit's unnecessarily resetting. See that shit? Just a random normal, but it's Dark Shade 2. And you got like some strings in popping people.
Hey, man.
Dragon Ball's heart! Yesterday I had so much snow and there was a leak in the house and we had to I had to fill up like 3 dozen pantyhose with salt and like throw the shit on top of the roof to melt where the leak was being caused by a dam of ice and all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
It was fucking rough. Yesterday was it was like 2 feet of snow here yesterday. It's fucking ridiculous. Me and my dad were both like, what the fuck is this shit? Why the fuck is it snowing again? It didn't even say it was gonna snow. It was a flash blizzard that we got in Poconos here. And then Sunday we're getting something predicted. Oh, somebody's gonna get left out. No! Was that you, Dad? Why does it always happen to you? Great. I should just let them die, teach them a lesson. Like if I leave the dungeon, let them solo it. They're just gonna kill it by themselves like that. You know what I mean? Did you hear anything more about a PS5 upgrade to the game, stopping people from being able to play with PS4 versions of the game or anything like that at all? Anybody? Because I heard that a while back, and then I'm not hearing anything about it, where they'll put the ray tracing in, and the graphics will be all like stupid high quality. Although, sometimes when I'm looking at shit, I feel like there could be ray tracing now. I know there's not. There's not. The lighting is actually like a couple of grades lower than what they currently have, tech-wise.
Mm-hmm.
But I heard they were
I
going to do
heard
that.
something about that, but I don't think it was true. Obviously, that would be very, very bad. I just know that in the most recent test server, they dialed back the champion point requirements, so it wasn't as bad. So you don't need, because everyone was complaining about how many champion points you needed. And so now they're like, well, now you don't need as many.
Wait. So the 3600 thing
Is still 3600, but you don't need as many of those 3600 to get to, you know, a power level where you're comp pay. You know what I'm saying? So instead of it being like 1,500 that you would need just to get your basic stuff, not to get all the garbage stuff. 3,600 is just if you want to get everything. But if you just want to be kind of where you are right now, it's like they reduced it, I guess.
How much? What? It's 810. So you're saying to be where you are at 810, you need less than 810? No way.
No, you need more than 810.
Right.
But it's not as much more now.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm just making up numbers, but it used to be, I guess on the test server it was like, oh, you need like 1,500 CP to
be
fill
810.
all the, to be max level to just get, and that's without having the ability to like be flexible and switch things. You'll have to pay 3,000 gold to like redo your champion points.
Yeah, you do that now though.
Stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of switching now in my life.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna head over so you don't waste the scroll.
Nice. Let me go see what the daily is.
I thought you don't get the dailies until level 45. Oh. Wait a minute. Didn't you say you were just 43 or something like that? That gave you 2 levels? You aren't full training purple, right? Except the jewelry. Jesus Christ. What? Why? What? Why? Why would you why would you have me help you if you weren't wearing the gear that actually produces results? When I make free gear for everyone, like this. You've heard me yell at other people about this before. Well, why? Why didn't you make it purple? I have infinite purple mats. Why wouldn't I just... If you're making your own gear and you needed purple mats, I could give you the mats for free forever for the rest of your life as long as you live. Purple is better than blue. Use purple in this guild. I got that dog today, JJ.
Oh, did you?
Terrier. Yeah, they gave him the same name that he gave another dog of mine that was the same dog without the armor and the scarf. I have a dog that looks just like this, but it doesn't have the armor and the scarf, and its name is Queenie when it first started. They fucking gave this one Queenie, too. Oh, 10 of those bones. I had 8, so I just bought 2. I found 2 for 10k, 5k each, so I got this dog for 10k.
Them on the traders?
Yeah. 5k is a really good price if we could find it, though. But I only needed 2, and luckily I found it. I actually sold furniture items to a vendor just to make the 10k on my character so I can get it before somebody else took it. Because it was like the cheapest ones there, so I was like, oh shit, what could I sell real quick? Because the bank was too far away.
Mm-hmm.
But I got it, and then I bought my stuff back from the buyback tab. Like some just stupid books for the house and stupid shit. Alright. Going to Skyreach for Dead or Alive. Dad, we need to get you that purple gear, but you know what? To be honest, you shouldn't stay on that character while I'm doing that right now. Unless you're going to go grind right now. Can you do live the character out or go do a solo grind while I do this for you? Alright? Either or. I'm going to go ahead and just make you purple gear, because that's ridiculous. What are your weapons again? It's a healer staff and a lightning staff? Yeah, we can't have that in this guild.
We have so many, like, if you need it, I've got so many purple upgrade mats, it's crazy. Purple we got.
Yeah.
Gold, not so much.
Yeah, and for the jewelry, I'll do everything green, and then Champion 160, everything always blue on jewelry. But I can't do purple, even at the higher one, because purple is like the cost of legendary for the other one, and then legendary is just if you want gold, diamond teeth, diamond encrusted teeth in your mouth, you know what I mean? You know Will Ferrell from The Other Guys, when he's like, I hit rock bottom, and he's got like the knife in the side of his face, and he's got a big gold teeth and shit. Gator never been about no playing no shit. You want some walking around money. I just saw that the other day.
Let me know if you need any green or blue platings.
Okay, actually, now
Got
you
some.
mention it. Now you mention it, I'll take 3 green if you have.
Yep. Sending.
I usually buy like a
Got
50
like 20
pack.
right now.
I'll do you? Shit. I'll give them back to you if I ever need them. Where? Okay, gotta do jewelry. I'm on the jewelry character. Now he's a healer, but he needs to do somewhat damage and stuff like that. So here's what I'm thinking, right? Let's just do like seducer jewelry weapon for the infinite casting.
Mm-hmm.
Because as a healer, you got to be able to keep casting. And then the other set, I say do Julianos because you could still crit heal, but
Classic,
Julianos
yeah.
will also make you a classic exact. What do you think, Dad? Is that good for you? There's other ways, like you could do New Moon and fucking Spell Parasite. There's like other things you could do that are stronger, but not probably better for being an actual healer until you're 50. Alright, we'll do that. Classic healer builder.
Classic. It's a walk-off.
Wait, oh right, it's not Seducer, it's Armor of the Seducer. This
Yeah, it's
motherfucker had
okay,
to,
it's-
he had to do that shit in that alphabetical. I had other places where they actually
Yeah.
put it by Seducer.
Oh,
I
did
think
they
that
put
makes
it
more
by the
sense.
S's?
Yeah, even though it says Armor of the Seducer, it's Armor of the Seducer by the S's.
Why did they even put armor in it? It's all armor. We know it's armor.
Yo, there's a lot of sets that start with Armor, not for nothing. Armor Master, Armor of the Seducer. Oh no, there's only 2. My bad.
It's like having the shield of Central Shield, you know? It's like...
Shield of Central Shield, that's funny.
it's like
Where'd you get that from? That's hilarious. Is that a real thing?
there's a set you can get called Shield of Central, and you can get the shield.
The Shields of Central.
So
I
the
like
Shield
that.
of Central Shield.
I want to get that motif and just pretend to sell it so I can link it in chat. But never actually
Dude, I
sell the fucker. Alright, so
wanna
you're level
buy it.
45 right now, you said? We're just gonna make 44 then. 44 and 46, same shit. Alright. Now I await the arrival of the green items. Did you send them, JD?
I did, yep.
Alright, checking mail now, and there it is. You sent me 6. Thank you so much. That's a little
Yep.
extra.
For the next person.
Alright. We're seducing these jewelries to green. I am the guardian of the green jewelry, apparently. I'm
Never needed the
Necromeal.
green gear.
Now I'm Necromeal the Inedible. Instead of the other name.
Which...
You know, Mistress Faced it. No, I don't care if they listen. They don't understand. I wasn't saying the name like I was doing that to people. I was saying the name like I want that character to be doing that to me, right? It's
What the
different.
hell? Somebody reported you, must have?
No, I think I did it to myself when I opened the ticket.
Oh.
I'm such a fucking idiot. I should have fucking remembered the last time I opened the ticket. The woman told me if you do this again, you know what I'm saying, don't do it again. And I told myself, like, okay, you can't open tickets anymore because then they're gonna see that you turn the name back to that name. And I fucking opened the ticket for something thinking I was allowed to do that, and I wasn't. Actually, I reported someone. That's why I opened the ticket. The person had a really bad name, JJ, and then by me reporting them, I also made them look at me, and they were like, wait a minute. We have a new thing now where you can't use those little extra characters to, like, you know what I mean? I use those little fucking funky letters to make shit. They actually have it written. You can't use any funky letters. You know, they left one of the characters' names, though, because I guess
Really?
they just didn't make the connection. It was ATM Lollipop, but it's not spelled the letter A, the letter T, and the letter M. It's ETEUM. ATM.
Oh, gotcha.
So they just didn't get it. They're like, all right, I'll let you keep that one. That's the worst one! Or best, depending on, you know, how sick you are mentally.
Dad, you got scrolls?
He's on a 150 right now, that's why he logged off.
Oh, okay, yeah, good. So perfect.
Alright, I'm about to take him to Skyreach. His jewelry's done. I gotta mail it to him. I'm just kind of running
I mean,
around in
if
circles.
he should hit cap like 4 runs.
He wouldn't in blue gear, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, once you get it all
Yeah.
set up.
Yeah, you'll see, man. You know what I mean? Anytime you need leveling gear, don't feel bad to ask me. I actually make it really, really quickly. And, Yeah, just make it quick, I guess. One day I logged into a character and I was in a group of 4. Everybody was logged off. Then I logged into my other character and that character was in a group of 4 and everybody was logged off. I was like, what the fuck? Apparently. We're not playing that character without Nightmare. Yeah, I still have to make a name for Love Slave, 2 Girls, 1 Cup, and I Do Anal. The life you live.
Chalice.
It's not spelt that way, though. It's spelt,
Yeah,
in a way that they shouldn't have been able to do that. That's alright, whatever. Let Dick Meat keep his name. I actually told him that in the email, too. I was like, listen, you're going to have to make Dick Meat change his name, okay? I'm tired of looking at it. They won't do it, though. I think he works for somebody. He's got, rights over everyone else. They tried to say you're not allowed to have an account name. But they're not saying your PSN name. They have no control over that. They're saying your ESO account name on the ESO website that's attached to your PSN, which can be different than your PSN. So they really can't stop Dick Meat from being that name. They just can't, because it's PSN's responsibility.
Right, it's not their jurisdiction.
Oh, I was trying to, lead it to that. It's like a...
Yeah.
Do I
want to do a random normal, or do I want to spice it up with a random vet?
Oh, you get to play right now?
Spicy.
Why don't you...
Spicy.
Fuck, I was going to say, why don't you wait? We'll do it together. Ah, fuck.
I'll just go do a random normal while you're doing a couple runs through Skyreach, and then...
Yeah, he already got his big bonus, so I figured it's...
The big bonus, 101,000 experience.
Actually, he got 200. It would have been fucking 250 if you had purple gear. Not that it sounds like it's that big of a deal, but when you're doing runs over and over again, you even want that shit legendary. We just can't do that. Only JJ's mom could do that. All right. If I was smart though, I would have had legendary gear that I kept.
See how many chromium plating she has.
You know what I mean? I could have had legendary stamina leveler and legendary magic leveler, and both of them would have had level 4, level 30, and then that's it. You know what I'm saying? 4 sets, and then I would have had the legendary shit. But I spent it all on other things. To turn things legendary, I don't even use them.
Honestly, I need to throw, every time I make a training set at a certain level, I need to just throw it in the bank, because I usually use it, and then I usually decon it.
I do too.
If I was smart, it's I'm so dumb. I create a new set every time I make a new character.
Well, your character fucking sweated all over it. You want to put it on your other character?
Yeah.
It's gross.
Yeah, no.
These characters don't want to wear hand-me-down gear. They don't like each other like that. What is this? Next? No, not next. No, that's not good. Oh yeah, New Moon's good for 2 set, a head and a shoulder, because it level 44 training, and what theme we're gonna go with you? I'm gonna go for a theme here. I'm gonna make you look raggedy as shit. How about that? I usually do that to people that don't tell me that they need gear. Forgot to net. Now you gotta get soul shriven. Right? You know what I'm saying? When I fucking come out of a cold ocean, I'm soul shriven.
Oh my gosh, I'm probably gonna be bailing on this group. Oh man.
Oh no, already? Fuck.
You can just tell, if you spend 5 minutes on the first...
Is it vet though?
Maybe you just foiled me.
Yeah. I did that to a lot of people, actually. I think I accidentally blew up Bison's head, too. He left the guild with, some serious
Issues.
blown head. Well, he was doing hard stuff with me, and it was looking like he was pulling his own weight. But then I would do it with other people, and it would look exactly the same, even if those people weren't really doing any damage. So I'm like, But then you take somebody like Couch or Trash in there, or you on your DPS even, that high-ass fucking jammy DPS, and everything's just like, it just looks ridiculous. So you forget how ridiculous it looks when you play with other people. When you're actually playing with...
I just expect, like, Trash to melt, and when it doesn't, I'm like, what's going on here?
Trash Pouch does a really good job with that. I would say Trash and Couch...
10 seconds.
Trash and Couch do, like, the best in dungeon results. They both got that shit down. And they both do dummy. But there are other people that don't even test and do really good, too. Like Puma does a lot of damage. And you don't think he's gonna, because he doesn't really do the testing stuff. He just has active DPS, not, inactive standstill where you're not moving. Oh, it's Armor the Seducer. I did myself again? Fucking, I'm like, God damn it, there's no actions.
What do we got? Level 7, CP 720 and CP 130. No, you're not even 130, you're 103.
They sound like candidates for this guild, don't they? If you weren't so angry with them. Lightning Staff is front or back bar. I don't know why that matters. Don't listen to me.
Doesn't matter, but...
No, I know. He's gonna do it however he's gonna do it. I just want to make.
No, I did vet. It's just arcs.
Ah, yes. You know that Lord of the Rings online game?
Mm-hmm.
That shit has like 7 different class roles. Like this game has tank, healer, and DPS. They have 7.
Wow.
Yeah, and you need all 7 to do trials in that game. It's crazy. One of them's a burglar, and he can do things that other characters cannot, that you need to do to bosses, and it's just a whole mess of complicated shit that you have to do. Only the game looks like shit and plays like shit, but that's not the point. The point is, this game is way less complex than those games outside of PvP. Alright, so I did that. The staffs are done. The jewelry's done. The offset for the shoulder and helmet is done. Now the only thing left is the Juliano. Alejandro.
You're doing a heavy and a medium piece too?
I must say, I wasn't really like a huge fan of Lady Gaga, per se. I thought she was always a little corny to me, you know what I mean? Like calling her fans my little monsters. I was always like, oh,
right,
that's cute. Yeah, but she played a vampire woman in American Horror Story in one of the seasons. Did you see that one?
Mm-mm.
Man, I gotta tell you, if you thought that she was not attractive at all, like I did before this season, she does a 180 in that shit. She's mad hot. In that show, I'm like, alright, that's a vampire that would be getting me, right? I would totally get killed by that vampire. Even, I would know what's happening before it happens too. Like, this has gotta be a vampire den that I'm walking into here, because nobody likes me. But you know what? Fuck it. If you gotta go, you know what I mean? It's one of the best ways ever, isn't it?
You have to go into a vampire then.
Think about it. You're in the middle of the height of everything you ever wanted, and then all of a sudden they just bite your neck. It doesn't get better than that.
Just let it happen.
Yeah, exactly. There's so many more ways to die that hurt so much more than that. You know, such as drowning or being burnt alive.
Right.
Drowning's kind of short, though.
Death by Snoo.
How about death by Snooky? Snooky went smush smush! In that South Park episode? Snooky fucking forced herself on Cartman, and Kyle had to save him because he was actually from Jersey, and it was almost as if he was like a werewolf and he didn't tell anybody. That episode's fucking hilarious.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I just realized that I have no idea where it's from, but so I went to a random vet. I haven't even picked up the quest for today, and apparently this is just sitting in my quest log as a daily quest. And I got it on vet. That's very strange.
Oh, the one that you're in right now, by coincidence?
The one that I'm in, the random vet that I picked.
Is there a real tank, though?
And yeah.
You are.
He's CP 496 now, the healer. So, the healer's good. The DPS leaves something to be desired. And the last boss is going to be a little bit, because when you're low CP, that electricity is going to hit like a truck on these low CP guys.
Yes.
So,
but you're the tank, though.
No, I'm the healer. So,
yeah.
I'll try. Or I'll rest them. Should probably put on Kags.
Hey, listen, I got a little trick for you. If you're healing yourself from her and she turns to attack you, all you have to do to get her not to kill you is run around her in a circle, because the only thing that really can bust you through your own personal stacking heals is that scream that she does. And if you're always running in a circle around her, she'll start to scream and never touch you with it, and she'll just send it out and you'll see it, and you'll already be out of the way of it, you know. I don't know if that made any sense. You just gotta run around her in a circle if she's on you, and she won't be able to hit you with the one thing that can kill you.
So, Serpentine.
Yeah. I don't think it's Serpentine, no, actually.
probably not.
Serpentine was like what they did in fucking Apocalypto. That was definitely a Serpentine. That movie's fucked up, man. You know what's so fucked up about that movie? That's pretty much exactly what happened. More or less. Hey, I think I forgot to put enchantments on that jewelry. And therefore I'll be sending you jewelry enchantments. Can you hear me?
Ora, Okori, Rekuta.
Yeah, I haven't been playing much lately because it's just like I'm on a painting deadline. I gotta complete this undead army.
Oh shit!
So I've just been painting skeletons, just skeletons.
That's cool that you're able to do that. Just to sit up to make that song on my computer was devastating to my fucking back. It's hard to get into a hobby where I can't lay back in my retreat position.
Yeah, I have to be hunched over, you know.
Yeah. Well, I have done a lot of fucked up things to make myself like this. Mostly eating McDonald's. But does there need to be anything else? No, I don't think so. I have more permanent plastics in my body than fucking Jersey has plastic garbage on the floor. You can actually build a spaceship out of how much permanent plastics are in me right now. See these boobs? Permanent plastics. Don't check the mail, Dad. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Just don't take it out until you get any other character. Alright, Dad, the final piece of mail will have the third enchantment for your jewelry. Alright, switch back over. So if you have 3600 champion points, you're allowed to have everything, but you still have to select certain things to fill up that one thing. Because now you
right,
pick
you gotta slot them. There's a slotting.
It's just like skills, and there's a limit on how many and all that stuff, right?
Right, so it's like you've got CP trees and CP like things, and you can choose to like slot them or not. So you can choose which ones you want active and which ones you don't, and you can always go in for free and you can swap the one that's slotted. But if you don't have a lot, you're not going to be able to swap them because you don't have enough. You don't have enough CP to have them all active, where you can just go in and swap them in, swap them out. So.
And there's new stuff in there. It's not the same
Yeah.
shit. Right.
Yeah,
I thought
stuff,
so. Yeah. But what I wanted to know is those people that tested, instead of doing 115, they tested at 90. What was their CP? How many did they have? And the amount that they had, was that as strong as they can get? Questions I don't have answers to.
Right, they're like, they pretty much said like, oh well, the devs have done all the hardest content in the game under the new system, and I'm like, all right, Pixar, it didn't happen. Like, show me that Godslayer run on console under the new CP system.
Okay, so you're maxed out and you're only doing 90 instead of 115. So if that's really the case, then my 101 is going to be like 85. And my 95 is going to, well, my Necro is going to be like fucking 80. Yeah, but you know what? That's still... They said everything's easier, though. Didn't they say that? With the new system comes ease of gameplay, meaning you don't need so much anymore.
We'll see. Right now, everything's just kind of up in the air.
Yeah,
And
it seems very
get straight
confusing.
answers on anything.
Very confusing.
Plus, they're still tweaking it and making changes, so nothing's set in stone. Except they're definitely going to change it. So we're definitely getting the new CP system. It's just a question of how much they tweak it. If they lower it, if it gets nerfed or whatnot. I don't know. I'm just going to wait, and when June comes out, I'll come in and I'll put my points where everyone tells me to put my points, and then I'll test it and see where it is.
I mean, you have to do that. You can't really make it up yourself. You know what I mean?
I mean, I could, but
No, I can't do that.
need like a degree in something.
Yeah, there's just stuff that doesn't make sense. Like, I'll make my own, and it'll look like it should be really good, and then I'll copy the other person's thing,
Because there's so much hidden stuff. That's
and
why. Yeah.
you don't even realize the difference. Like, it just let the people who are getting paid to do it teach me, because I'm not being paid to play this game. Per se, say.
Yeah. Well, it's your streamer.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
You get
Those,
to play games.
you don't think Zinode gets paid?
Oh
play
yeah,
the
he
game?
does. He gets paid.
And
Thanks.
and so does
And he's a quote unquote stream partner. So
and so does Outcast too. Yeah.
yeah, all those guys. So it's like, if that was your job and your job was to know these things, then yeah.
I don't know.
Right,
Man.
come on, people.
Dead
Come on,
traveling.
people.
The others
Come on,
have
people.
already started their meal.
I'm just upset that Baldur's Gate 3 isn't on the PS4 or 5.
Oh.
Because we can't handle it. Are you kidding me?
There's fucking settings, dude. That's bullshit. That's not bragging, because these systems are stronger than a $5,000 computer, so how are you bragging? Who's going to be able to play it?
I think the people who make the game just don't like
Yeah.
the console.
Yeah, and they want to spit fire at him. That's mean. Hold on, don't do anything.
I went in the other day with somebody who did Skyreach and they went the other way. It was weird. They went left. Goes left.
Whoa. Hold on.
Aren't you supposed to go right? Doesn't
Right.
matter. How about almost lunchtime? After
I
lunch.
go right. I like right better.
I like right.
All right.
Yep. Oh, sorry. Whoa.
Making our way in Skyreach today takes every light attack. Hitting all the enemies, and they can follow like a pack. Wouldn't it be nice to turn around the corner? Sometimes I go where the enemy stacks alive, and always catch my command. Imagine Master Architect stack, like that's 10%, but stacking as often as you can do it. I don't like the game reaction to certain spells. I think all the spells should be reacting the same. I'll give you an example. The Mage's Guild abilities, for the most part, have a delay where you hit the button and then you just wait for it to come out. Even the Wall of Elements is like that. Hold on, Dad. Dad, I need you to not get seen. Yeah. Yeah, when we come here and we do this, you have to run for that chest and open it. But they're going to attack you if you let them see you. So, you're going to still have to open that chest right now. You need to stop what you're doing and go open the chest. Just go to the chest. Just stay by it until it lets you open it. Don't get seen next time they come in here. Just make the character hide, and when I go in first, you'll come in after. Have I ever done this for you before? That move that you have to use in order to activate the bonus from the Master Staff, it has that same weird delay in it that Force Shock does, Force Pulse, and that same delay that the Wall of Elements has, and it's really annoying because you'll press the button and you'll just wait, and there won't be an animation, you won't start the cast, you just wait, and then way after the fact, then you cast it. I don't understand why they did that with that move when the move has no fucking thing in it that says, it just says instant. That's not instant. Like the skull that you cast as a Necro, when you hit the button, the skull comes out every time. Without fail, that's the way all the moves in the game should be. Well, they should have fixed that instead of the champion thing. Sometimes it errors and you can't continue. Come on. When you're doing these runs, you don't really have time to waste for errors like that. The game also has a problem with understanding that your target has died, and therefore it should select a new target who is actually targeted. Like, it doesn't want to register, and it forces you to like have to recast the move. That's another fucking thing. The game is going so good, JJ. I don't think you were ever here for that. You came in after they messed the game up. When you the way you used to play before, JJ, everything that you did, everything you attempted to do, worked like 100% of the time you did it. From blocking to dodge rolling to being quicker because you're hitting block after every move that you're doing. It made you go slightly quicker. Like you can get out about 20% more moves by doing that faster. It was glorious. And now it's like that slow. I can't even believe how slow the game got. But the weird thing is, everybody's doing the same amount of damage, which is fucking really weird. That they made the game play differently, but it actually ends up being the same. Alright, we're setting it, now that you're out. By the way, we didn't have to walk out. Next time we're going to actually just leave dungeon. You know, the leave instance thing. Alright, now when we get to that area that time, don't accidentally pull the boss, because you have to sprint past it, or they'll see you. But then when you get to the corner, just hit your hide button. And I'll run in and I'll make sure I grab everything. And then you're going to come in after I do, not walking into their frontal cones or AoEs. You're going to craftily go to the chest and click it, okay? It has to be done that way, otherwise it's not fast enough and it's not worth it. If we can't do it, it's better to just skip it. Alright, let's go. Let's see what you turn into after this one. I'm try to do this the ultra fast way, right? What's weird is I'll turn, I'll be facing the enemy, it'll highlight the enemy, and then I click the button, and then it'll just act like I'm not doing that, like I'm facing no enemy, until I like shift the cursor around and make it re-highlight the guy. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this game. I used to understand so much. Let me know when you hit it. You're gonna stay in that chest area, by the way. I pressed that button fucking 19 times before I casted that spell. still there, JJ? Maybe he's in their chat talking to you.
Oh, sorry. I'm doing that. What
You, Jim. You know, if I was as good at PvP as Patches was, I would never attack anybody that doesn't attack me, because there's plenty of people that just go to kill you. You don't really have to go out of your way to kill people that don't want to fight you, and get a reputation for just only killing anyone who attacks me. And be like that guy that's famous for that. That role so well. That Cow May shit, you know what I'm saying, from Tilda. Like, he has no creativity whatsoever. I am simply not able to do that, so I can't act that role. But that role is awesome. You can just walk around helping people that get abused. There's a couple of people who tried to claim that they do that, like way back when. And when they would offer to help people, they kept getting shit on by the server. They'd be like, if anybody's getting bothered, let me know. And then people would be like, fuck you, you can't kill a fly. And then we'd get into a fight, like, oh, come fight me right now. And it would turn into something that was supposed to be somebody helping for like that person to get a challenge or attack. And they would always like bet money on it. Let's put money on it, bro. Put your money in your mouth is. How do I know you were going to pay me if I win? Alright, leave instance. Go to group and say leave instance. What level are you now?
46, 47?
This shit doesn't even show up in the guild chat until like in the guild thing. Okay.
Nice.
Let's try to get this out of the way. I definitely want to be updated though. Like if it's 47 now and it goes to 47 3/4, I want you to tell me so I have an idea of how many runs it would take. It'll help me fight the boredom. Oh, good. That's better.
So this run, you should hit 40. You should hit
48.
If you've got all your buffs and stuff, you should hit a level of run.
That I can do. If I can get you to 50 in 3 runs, but that last level might require a little additional. And then you can work on all the other stuff that I can't help you with, like a Mage's Guild. I'll just delay you if I help you with that. You don't need Mage's Guild. You know what I mean? Sigil Order. Well, Sigil Order I can help with way shrines, though. Like, you'll say, hey, can you get me to a way shrine here? And just tell me what part of the map you want to go to, and then I'll go to a way shrine at that part of the map, and boom, you can just travel right to me. Save money, don't spend 1,000 gold, blah, 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 blah. And then I'll try to do that in between other things, but a lot of times I will be able to do it. Alright. Let's do this. As fast can be. They'll never catch me. Do you remember what that was from, JJ? It used to sound weird, too. It used to sound like this. As fast can be. They'll never catch me. What fucking show was that?
I don't remember.
You do remember that quote, though, right?
Yes.
I remember that quote, and I can't remember where it's from. And I remember people thought it was really funny that I was able to imitate that back then and do that weird-ass voice. I've been parroting since I was a kid. My parents' favorite was the Bill Clinton era. I used to do Bill Clinton almost every day. Making him say funny ass shit. And then Family Guy kind of fucked me up. Because then they did it way funnier than I ever did it. And I was like, alright, I'm laying down my Bill Clinton impersonation. Bill Clinton's in the back of the limo. And he's like, alright, I rolled up the windows and turned off the ACs with a whole bunch of fat chicks. He's like, whichever one of you sweat rolls down from your neck to the back of your butt crack wins. Fucking ridiculous. Alright,
Yeah, don't you already have a healer? I thought you had a healer.
Right.
Oh, What about second healer?
The second, but that's the third healer for him. That's what he likes to do. He does DPS too, though. Let me know when you hit it.
You have to whip out that knife blade healer next.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not sure you understand it. Did you hear me before when I was talking about the delay in certain moves in the game, JJ?
Yeah.
Well, I don't understand it. Like, I'm like this, and the move's not coming out. It's like really weird. I wonder if they did that on purpose. You know what I mean? Is this supposed to make it easier for people to play? It is slower.
Well, this guy just takes a lot of time just because there's so many enemies.
On PS5?
Well, it's not a processor thing. It's a communicating all the actions.
Upload, download.
Yeah, with the server.
It's pretty smooth, though.
Yeah.
But you're right. It has to do with me telling the server, why doesn't it work for the skull? The skull always works and always works instantly. That move just like, I don't know, it's almost as if your character has to think for a second before swiping that staff. And then with the skull, you just comes right out of your fucking hands. Rah! That's why the skull beats the shit out of Force Shock. Force Shock does more damage than the skull, but that skull actually lets you cast more in your rotation. But I like the Force Shock thing for PvP because in PvP, the skull feels like it doesn't do any damage, and that fucking 3 triple hit Force Shock thing, I don't know what it is about that thing, but in PvP, it's fucking nasty business, man. Nasty, nasty. Probably why they slowed it down. Just said the reason right there. It's always because PvP. You are now watching Mad TV. No! I missed that shot.
It is 12 o'clock. So much. I'll see you guys later.
You got it, man. We'll see you soon. We'll be level 50 when you come back. I guarantee it. Alright, leave instance. Alright, changing the thing here to set it. 48.5, you said almost? Okay. Alright. Alright, good. Good. 2 more runs, you're done. 2 more runs, you're done, dude. I can do this. I'm already starting to sweat from boredom. It's not that. When this was first discovered, and everybody was doing these runs, I did this a lot for people to level them, and I can't even count how many people I took to 50. And so it got to the point where just coming in here, the moment I step in here, I just get this feeling like Like, I don't wanna... You know when you're doing the Mages Guild and you're on, like, the final fucking books and you're like, I don't want to finish this, I don't want to do this anymore. That's the way it is in here, but it starts like that on the first run because I did it already for so many people. These people aren't even in the guild anymore I did it for. But I am good at it, sort of. It's pretty fast. I mean, I could play better than I'm playing right now, but I'm trying to do it relaxed. I'm trying to add that master staff thing into this thing, and I don't even have the master staff on. Like, I don't even have the right button to do it, and I go out and do it. It's not even boosting me on casting it. Funny thing is, I don't even need my ultimate to do this, really. It's just a fucking convenience. And in fact, let me take off that ability, since I'm not even fucking using it. I feel like I'm using that. Hold on. Should just have regeneration on the front bar to make me stronger. Well, actually, I still need my ghost though. So if that's the case, just do that. Oh, right. I'm not using Medusa right now. So I would do that. And then I would do the ball here. Okay, I made a mistake. I had the setup all wrong. No wonder why things weren't dying as fast. That's weird. Yeah, I had the setup all wrong right now. You know, if you want one more thing to do, you can poke the left and the right. Also, I did it already, but for the next one, if you're like standing there and you're like, okay, what do I do? I gotta wait for my to come over here anyway. Just poke the left and the right fire razor guy, and then they'll keep coming out. See how quick it's dying now? I fucked up, dude. I've been using the Medusa setup so long that I got used to it. $49, $49, $49. This would take forever if you did this by yourself in random dungeons, by the way. Like, you wouldn't even be fucking... It would take like 6 hours. Just because how slow people are in random and shit. Figure they'll just get it done for you today. You know? Alright, leave dungeon. Social group grievances. Did you see what I did in my outfit thing, mask thing? I wanted it to look like, when somebody looks at me, that I'm Khajiit in the face. So I put on a mask that looks like a Khajiit, and I changed the color to the exact color of my skin almost, as best I can. And so I look like a Khajiit with no fur and no tail. Look at me when you come outside. It's a pretty good match on the skin color for the face mask. Especially if the shit doesn't pop in. I just look like a weird Khajiit right now. Yeah, right? I want people to be like, is that a fucking Khajiit? There's no fucking tail. Alright, this will be your final needed run. You know, I like this shirt, but the one thing I don't like is the thing in the chest that sticks out. The skull. If only they had one like this that didn't have that. Jeez. That would be something. Somewhere over Regina Bruno, real games lie. We're all taking the poison from Sanctum Ophidia to the car.
The others have already started their meal.
Does this guy not pay attention to what happened last 5 times in the movie? Shit did not go well for them. Just saying. Did you let go of the left thumbstick quickly? You bounce off the shit when you do that. Oh, really? That went a lot better than the other times. Yeah. What'd you do? Anything different? More or less. Fuck away from him. I'm like, over here, over here, over here, like it's Walking Dead shit. Over here, over here, over here. It's not banging a pot. Dang, 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 dang. Over here, over here. They got a new Walking Dead show now called Beyond, and it's about kids that were like only teenagers when it happened. They were only like 10 years old. No, less than that. They were like 5, 6, 7 years old when the pandemic, when the fucking zombie shit started. And so the show is showing how they grew up with the world being like that, rather than them knowing what the world was like beforehand. You don't really remember. But somehow it's going to tie into the other shows, so you kind of have to watch it. But it's not that bad. It's getting a little better. They got a really nowadays, man, these casts that they've been using are so diverse as far as what people look like. It used to be so different in Hollywood, right? They're like, well, you can't act unless you look a certain way, and now it's like there's room for every kind of looking person. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I could even be a famous actor right now. I could play Jabba the Hutt's fatter, uglier brother, and they wouldn't have to do hardly any makeup. It made me smear my nose a little bit. My nose is now smeared like this. My bag's fucking full. No, I said I want to talk to Nezame, not loot the chest, dummy. There's just fish around in my bag. That's gotta make everything smell bad. Anybody got any trash pots? Here. No, forget it. I don't want that. Ew. Why does this trash pot smell like fish? I don't know. Everything in my bag does. My bag. Okay. Alright. That's the point, friend. Congratulations. Now your next 6 days have been condensed into 1 hour. Because you were going up like one level a fucking day, alright? Just saying. It's taking forever. Anytime you need leveling gear for a character, please let me know. I'll always make a purple for you, and if you just need purple materials, I'll load you up so you can make your own. Like, I'll just give you 50 of each purple material. Like, I can do that right now, as a matter of fact. You make your own shit, right? Yes, you don't necessarily have to wait for me, but why don't I do that? I'm going to send you 50 of each thing, and then whenever you need more of any of them, you just let me know. And I'll send you more. Because you're probably not making gear this very moment, so this will be good for later. Alright. I'll send you 75 of the one for the clothing, because it's 2 different things. Instead of one, it's medium and light. You know what I mean? What about recruiters? I can send you some recruiters too. I want you to make the enchants purple when you do that. I'll send you 50 recruiters too. Right? Listen, all I have to do is just say in the guild chat, in the guild message today, that we're out of recruiter, and I'll get 1,000 recruiter in like 24 to 48 hours. So don't worry about materials. It's been a long time since I asked for materials too, so people right now they're wondering, they're like, hey, wait a minute. Now staffs, I think you need the least of, because you always make the least of them, like wood. So I'll send you 30 of the wood thing. It's the one I have the least of. And then the jewelry one, I would have to go in. When I refill, I'll send you some little greenies. This is just so you don't have to deal with that, and you don't have to go buy it and worry about money and all that shit. And it comes with a free pair of martial knowledge pants. There we go. Alright. Congratulations on level 50, dude. Black Widow. Yeah.
Akatosh be my resolve, Stendar be my shield, and Arche light my way.
Okay, light my word.
Things right in this foul place.
Stratus. Yes. Yeah, a lot of people like that. What are you going to use as a healer necro? That's not. You still need to use the stuff that boosts everybody's DPS, though. You know what I mean? See, here's the thing about being a healer. Winter's Respite and things like Heedy and things that have extra heals and all that stuff, they're good if everyone in the group is just constantly taking damage and they don't know how to get out of stuff. It's going to be better for you to use that. But in actuality, for the hard shit, you still want to just boost your friends and heal with those boost gear, like Spell Power Cure mixed with Powerful Asphalt or whatever. You know? And then you mix it with another thing that boosts your friends. And it could be something different that boosts. Like, for example, there's not a lot of characters in the game that are going to add the 8% increased damage on target. And there is a set that does that. I think it's called It's called Infallible Ether. And it makes the enemy take 8% more damage. So if you don't have like a warden to put the bugs on that person to get that, it's not the same thing as Combat Prayer, because Combat Prayer gives people 8% more. That one makes the target take 8% more. So you can actually use that, and whenever you do a heavy attack on a boss, you're going to make him take 8% more. That, mixed with Spell Power Cure, would be pretty badass. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Do you have leftover Infallible Ether from, like, way back when? Because that shit's been around for God knows how long. That's not a bad combination. And then you just learn how to play the healer with the handicap of not having any bonus to healing or any bonus healing abilities, because you theoretically always overhealing anyway. You don't really theoretically need it. It does make you feel like a better healer in a way, because the shit's also helping you heal. But you could totally do that with your own abilities. You definitely don't need Winter's Respite in order to heal well. You know what I mean? There's another factor too. If everything dies quicker, you need to cast less heals in general. So by raising the damage of the group, you're kind of like playing with the balance of how much damage makes things easier versus how much reduction in extra heal stuff. You know, like, it's a fine line. Is it cheap? How many pieces do you have? A lot of it. So what does it cost per piece? What does it cost per piece? Damn, just missing head and shoulder? Nah, you gotta be missing more than that. You're probably missing a shield, right? You're missing sword. I gotcha, okay. Yes, yeah, it goes down to 25 per. Like, that's so cool that you can do it for 25 each. Alright. That'll work, dude. If you do that instead, you won't have to really farm anything. You can just mix that with your Spell Power Cure, and your character will be badass as a motherfucker. Just don't forget, you're not using Infallible Ether if you don't do a heavy attack. But I think it lasts 10 or more seconds. So you're just going to add the heavy attack after every time everybody's safe. And you know what I mean? It'll work. It'll work very well. The only thing is, once there's a warden there and he's doing the beetles, you can switch that for something else. There's no point in stacking it 2 times. You know? Not beetles, the bugs. The little fucking that come out. Alright. I'm here for a reason. And that reason is chocolate chip. Okay. The fucking commercials seared into my goddamn brain. They weren't even that good, alright? I'm gonna chew on something, and it's gonna do that. It's gonna be taffy, bitch, alright? You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, a Charleston chew. Now, that's one of the worst cavity-making motherfucking candies in the world, but that shit is fucking phenomenal. Dark chocolate, not light, dark chocolate around the awesomest taffy ever made. It's so fucking good. You ever have a Charleston chew? It's unbelievable, dude. When you have it, expect to make a mess, because no matter how you bite it, no matter how you try to break it, it'll just stretch, and little pieces of the chocolate will, like, break into, like... So don't eat it over your bed or anything. But yeah, I just know that. It's so great, though. It really is. That's one of my favorites. But you should be chewing on it forever, though. The fucking shit's very chewy. There's another really fucking awesome candy they came out with. It was this Reese's that is like a Reese's peanut butter cup in a candy bar version, but it's also got peanuts on the caramel, on the stuff, and then chocolate over that. So it's like a bar of peanuts with an inside that's like a Reese's, sort of. What the hell's the name of it again? Fucking, it's really, really good. Really good, man. Man, I miss candy so much. Yeah, it's like the best thing they ever fucking made, dude. It's unbelievable. Man, candy is such a fucking awesome thing. You know, I watched a news station that showed how candy corn is made, and they used like 4 different types of sugars in order to make it. How did they figure out that if they use all these different types of sugars, they would make something like that? They're like 3 different kinds of high fructose corn syrups and all this. It's terrible for you, but still, I like candy corn because of the texture. Like circus peanuts, for example. The texture of circus peanuts is just unbelievable. Well, don't confuse candy corn with Cody corn. You know what I mean? Because that one, it doesn't taste as sweet. No offense, Cody. You do need Undaunted, that's for sure. You'll do the one light and the one medium. You're gonna need that. So that'll be a cheap. Like when we actually do the dailies with you, we should purposely try to get trifectas on purpose. That will help level up your Undaunted dramatically and also extremely fast. One of them is White Gold Tower? Yes. We'll be careful when we go through.
Caddock hangs on my every word.
We'll make sure we
And
take
soon
people that.
fill Markarth like a larder.
Excellent. With Markarth prepared, we need only claim the Arcthan Keystone.
I'll make inquiries. Just remember our arrangement. Like you, I hate to be disappointed.
You there, in the shadows. You can't hide from the Ashen Lord. Follow me, if you dare.
Say that one more time, that very last thing you said.
You actually followed. There's fire in your veins. I'll give you that.
You mean like 8
Very well.
to make it legendary? That kind
You
of
may
thing?
speak to me.
53. Well, that's determined. Those shards are determined by how many pieces you have.
Your honesty.
It could be as low as 25.
Deception. Your ally. Lies are as you wish.
Yeah, you know those rings and shit, like Ring of the Pale Order. When you get one of those, it only costs 25 to make it again, because there's only one. So it only requires one to make it the cheapest, which is fucking awesome. But for everything else, there's higher trans shard cost. What's in your wallet? If you have the legendary items on you when you're doing it, you can make it legendary and not have to upgrade it, but it requires the items. Let me go snag a little more coffee, take a nice rip, and then I'll grab one of these Slim Fasts to get my stomach to stop bothering me. I'll be right back. Alright, Sony might be getting sued for PS5 controller drift. However, yeah, you know, when the controller just makes your character move without you touching it, right? That happens on PS4 for a different reason than it happens on 5. There's a solution to the drift on 5 that doesn't exist on 4. And the solution is you have to blow into the side of the controller where the stick is, like that, strong amount of air. Or if you have one of those things they use to blow dust out of a computer, it's like a rubber ball and you squeeze it and air comes out really. I have a thin rod that actually looks like an enema, sort of. Anyway, if you have one of those, you can use that too. But it fixed my controller when that happened to me. It absolutely fixed it. The guy that made the video showing you how to fix it is this guy from Australia, and he was fucking right. So I hate to say it, but if this is the drift they're talking about, I kind of feel like the funny thing is that doesn't happen to a PS4 where you can fix it that way. The reason why a PS4 drifts is because the inner workings of it are breaking. This one drifts because I don't know. It's just different. Something's causing it to happen that you can actually move with pressure. With blown air pressure, it could be moved out of the way that's causing it. But whatever's causing it, where does it go after you blow? I mean, that's an age-old question, but that's neither here nor there.
Welcome back, my friend. Tell me what you learned. Your arrival is fortuitous, as I have only just returned myself. Were you able to make contact with the rebels? Did you meet with Arana? I sensed some deception, but her illusion is powerful. How else did she hide her nature from me? As for Arana, do you think we can convince her and her rebels to join our cause? You spoke to Roda. Did he... No matter. If Roda al-Siran is here, our time grows short. Talk to Kadak. If he deems what you tell him worthy, maybe he'll finally be willing to work with me, and we can figure out how to deal with the Grey Host. It was only a matter of time before Rada and I crossed paths again. I just didn't think it would be this soon. Rada al-Siran and I... we have a complicated history. There was a time when Rada and I stood united in purpose, to preserve the lives and welfare of vampires. Then, as now, our kin suffered under Molag Bol's curse, and the cruelty of mortal hunters. Not exactly. At least, not all at once. When I first met Rodder, he was immensely proud, but utterly consumed by his failures. He tried to find relief in bloodshed and battle, but he was truly lost. I did my best to help him. Yes, his bloodlust gave way to introspection, and introspection led to study. He was already a peerless scholar. All Onse were, but he became fascinated with vampire texts. Eventually, he found a new, vampiric salvation. To accomplish this, he needed to break Molag Bol's hold over us and stop mortals from hunting us. I counseled peace with mortals, and for a while he agreed. But things changed, and I left the Grey Host. I thought he died with them. I sought to make the world a better place. I thought the Grey Council could help, but when it became the Grey Host, I formed the Raven Watch as an atonement for things I failed to do, friends I
Yeah,
failed to
Spell
save,
or Ola.
from mortals and from themselves.
It's all well and good.
Sentry
But
Bodfa sent word.
not you.
The Grey
This guy.
Host is...
I'll hear no more of this. Go! I want to talk to the outsider. The outsider returns. But are you a true warrior? Or a parasite like these damned leeches? Did you do as Lady Belaine asked? Did you deal with Arana? Tell me you have her head in your pack, I've got a pike on the walls waiting to be decorated.
What did you say? Do the pieces add up? Yeah, that would be the way to go, in my opinion. Learn how to play the character like that with no handicap, because it'll make you a better healer, and you're already giving the group what you need to give them. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, you'll feel like you're getting the best results by doing that. You're going to want that. Everybody...
That's not what you were asked. Allow. We grab the city. Look at something.
Belain hasn't... I've been watching, but Lady Belain hasn't... That's some...
What? Wait, what? What does it do? What? Right. Right. Yes. That's not a bad one to help people not run out of resource. But you can use the monster set to combat the fact that none of your other sets are doing that thing for you. Do you know what I mean? Well, you see how you like what you need. You know what I mean? Like, for example, Earth Core is just going to be better for a no-death run. It's just going to be better, without a doubt. You know? Do a fucking heavy attack. Jesus. You know what I'm saying?
Aye.
This old man just made me pay him 69 gold for something.
Hey you, Varandas has need of you. Varandas said he sent you to talk to the scrap dealer, and here you are. Good to see you, by the way. Anyway, Varandas needs to talk to you. Right away, he said. So let's go. Well, her and Varandas...
Don't ask a Hagraven about...
The walking patrolling guard was just about to push me and stop me from teleporting, so it threw me in the teleport screen right before it did that, and it looks like it locked up because of that. Yeah, that's fucked up.